in the note list, we see actual HTML here. That's not ideal. That would be in the note component, right? Here we go, note body. So React is automatically going to escape any HTML in there. It's going to treat what's in there as text. It's going to print that text in there, even if it's HTML. What we can do to actually set the inner HTML of this div to that thing is this. On the div, the note body div, we can add a prop, dangerously set inner HTML. Sounds scary. Yes. And we put double curly braces, underscore, underscore, HTML, colon, note.body. So the first curly brace means this is JavaScript. And then we have an object literal with a property of underscore, underscore, HTML and a value of whatever HTML it is we're wanting to set it to. And there we go. Things we like about bold React. Ooh, it's bold now. We strip out some of the formatting. That's in the style sheet. So what's up with that? React dangerously set inner HTML. React's replacement for using inner HTML in the browser DOM. In general, setting HTML from code is risky because it's easy to inadvertently expose your users to a cross-site scripting attack. So you can set HTML directly from React, but you have to type out dangerously set inner HTML and pass an object with an underscore, underscore HTML key to remind yourself that it's dangerous. Nice. So there we go. So you do need to make sure that the HTML that's being saved doesn't include any scary stuff. Now, the rich text editor can do that for us. But in a perfect world, on the back end, we would also be stripping out things like iframes and script tags and stuff. Because they could bypass our editor and try to set it directly with an HTTP post request. But for now, this does the trick. Render HTML in the note body preview in the list. Groovy. Could also pull in some sort of sanitizer thing to strip it out when we set the dangerously set it. Various things we could do to make this a little safer. Questions? We can sign in, we can sign out, we can do rich text editing. It's getting pretty done. But the version I showed you when we first started this project had the sign-in page at /sign-in. And when you signed in, it went to /notes. Oops. And when you clicked on a specific note, it had that note ID after the slash. If you clicked new note, it went back to just /notes. A couple nice things about that. If you're looking at a specific note and you hit refresh, it would reload that same note because it's in the URL. Also, the back button works. I click one note, I click another. The back button, well, it's not even there. We broke the back button because every single thing here has the same URL. Our history is never changing. So those are some things we can get from having different URLs. Also, some of the stuff we just did is a little bit easier. But that means adding routing, and routing is a whole thing. It's fairly complicated. So much so that we spend a whole day on it. So tomorrow, Seth is going to have you build another separate app with some simple routing so you can get the fundamentals of that stuff down. And then the next day, we'll add routing to NoteHerder, which by then won't be all that hard. Questions about any of this stuff? Everything made perfect sense?